Hi everyone. In this series of videos, we are going to explore Lynx Whiteboard. We're going to learn a little bit about what this piece of software is, what it can do for you, and then we're going to get started creating our own accounts and building our own lessons using this software. Now, let's get started quickly just doing an overview of why one might want to use Lynx Whiteboard. Now, right off the bat, this is a lesson creation and presentation software. So you can create lessons in this and then you can deliver them within the same software. It's very easy to add content into this, whether this is something that's been saved in Google Slides or even just as simple as a PDF or an image, even pulling in online content like YouTube videos. You can pull that all together into a rich dynamic lesson for your students. And it works easily with Google and Microsoft. So if you have, for example, lessons saved in your Google Drive that you would like to import into Lynx, it can do that very quickly for you. And one of the best parts is that Lynx Whiteboard will run on almost any device that you have. So it's going to be able to run on your laptop as well as the interactive flat panel in your classroom, whether that's a ProColor 3 or a Mimeo Pro 4, it will function on those. It can even run on Chromebooks if Chromebooks are able to run Android software. And if anyone has either an Android tablet or an iPad, even a smartphone, it will run there as well. So you really have access to these lessons from any device. You can even just use a regular web browser if you haven't had the chance to install this program yourself. Now, you might wonder why you need necessarily another lesson presentation software, especially if you're using your interactive flat panel and you have that default note app on the Mimeo Pro 4 or the ProColor 3 that comes right there on the panel's home screen. So there are a couple reasons why you might choose Lynx instead or to supplement Note. So quickly, Note is going to be installed on your panel by default. It comes with the panel. Lynx may already be installed, but if not, it does need to be put on your panel. Not only do you need to install it on your panel and your computer, but you'll also need to have an account. Now, of course, it syncs with Google, so your regular Google credentials will work for your account. It's not necessarily difficult, but it is an extra step. Now, for Lynx, where this program fits is it's a really great way for replacing something like Google Slides, a PowerPoint, any slide-based lesson, or even something more like a smart notebook or a flip chart that's more interactive and contains, little activities or interactive elements for students. Now, Note, on the other hand, is really better as a physical whiteboard replacement. So it's an open-ended blank slate. You can draw on it, you can write, but it's really not ideal for creating those more complex and sort of feature-rich slide-based presentations. Now, Lynx can import many file formats. Just like any software, the file conversions may not be 100% accurate. You could see some images moving around or text changing to a different font depending on what font is supported by the programs. But for the most part, it is going to be able to pull in whatever file format you throw at it. Something like a Google Slide or a Smart Notebook or a PDF, it can handle those just fine. Note, on the other hand, is not going to support most of those file types. It's only going to let you pull in images and PDFs. So as I said before, Lynx is really the best for feature-rich, slide-based lessons, and Note is good for quick, open-ended handwriting and drawing. Now, that's not to say that Lynx doesn't include handwriting and drawing tools. For example, you can see all of the different types of pens that are available within this program, but that is just an extra part of Lynx where it is all of Note. For the most part, Note is primarily driven by that handwriting experience, and Lynx can be much more than that if you needed to. Now, with all that said, I think Note is a great introduction to using the interactive flat panel for instruction. But maybe if you're ready to take it to that next step, you have sort of felt like you've reached the limits of what Note can accomplish for you and your students, and you need to bring in a more dynamic and feature-rich presentation solution. Lynx is the perfect way to go for that. All right, so with that quick introduction, Let's get started creating our own Lynx accounts in the next video.